Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. This is the 14 Plus, and this is 3 months later with a device that I think is just a sleeper, and people are sleeping on it. Regardless of what you might read in a lot of forums and people telling you not to buy it because the price is bad, well, we're going to discuss my experience with it after 3 months. Let's go. One thing about the 14 Plus is the quality is absolutely great for an outside vlog. So I did a morning routine, and now I said I'm gonna go for another morning walk for another 30 minutes. And why not shoot this part of the video walking? Now, I'm shooting at the highest resolution, so I don't know how the stabilization is gonna be, but this is what people like to do when they're using this phone. They're using it outdoors because the quality is so good outdoors. iPhones in direct sunlight just shine bright. If you're gonna film other things, it's gonna be perfect. I like to vlog with it when I'm in the right setting, but not when I'm not. In lower lighting, I don't think the iPhone 14 Plus or the iPhones in general do too well when it comes to filming people for vlogs. So shooting outdoors is absolutely great. Now here's a vlog of the front camera, just shooting. This is the advantages of the iPhones, man. The front camera can shoot in 4K 60, and you have this unlimited recording. It's just phenomenal. And also audio sounds really, really good. So I decided to do a recap on the cameras because I was using an iPhone 13 Pro Max to shoot a lot of footage on the channel. For about a year, I used an iPhone 13 Pro Max for top-down shots. But outside, like I said, vlogging with this outside is actually really good. And what I've noticed is tons of people on YouTube channels are using an iPhone to record, and they're not, let this car go by, and their quality is great. Their quality is not bad at all. So if I were an outside person and all I had was an iPhone, this quality would be great. Now let me do some cinematic video real quick. So here's some cinematic video. It's really windy out, so I'm wondering how the iPhone's gonna handle the wind. I'll probably take some photos. It's about 65 degrees, sunny, about 12 p.m. at the recording of this video. Absolutely beautiful outside. A great day to go for a walk, get some exercise, and keep your health in order. But this is the front camera. I'm gonna switch over to the rear camera for a quick cinematic vlog. Here's cinematic video on the rear camera for the 14 Plus. I'm gonna continue my walk. I'm trying to keep the sun behind the camera because of how it looks. But let's switch back around too and take some photos. I think cinematic video on this thing is absolutely great, man. Being able to shoot 4K like this and just have it upload directly to whatever content you want to send it to is phenomenal. I'm not using any external mics or anything. Like I said, it's really windy, so I'm curious how the iPhone 14 Plus is going to handle this, but we shall see. Let's take some photos too. Come here. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Let's go. How's the stabilization on this phone? Just handheld like this. No external microphone, and no fancy gear, just me holding it in my hand, walking with it, walking the dog. How is that? Here's the front camera with the sun behind me. So I don't know how this is if it's gonna blow it out or not, but eventually you'll be in a situation where you don't have the best lighting. And this is where I think the iPhone's gonna have to work hard, but it just depends on what you do in post. And with an iPhone, most of the time, most people don't edit too much in post. I've done some color grading when I had to, but other than that, nothing. Direct uploads or edit right on the device and put it out. I'm not saying that the iPhones are the best at this, but we're focusing on the iPhone 14 Plus. If you're a vlogger, this phone could work great for you. Shooting in this area right here, because there's a lot of construction going on, but you can see different colors for the rocks and everything. And you can see how the iPhone is handling it. I think this is a great camera for vlogs. A lot of construction, a lot of noise. But in the end, I think by today's standards, a lot of people who are starting their YouTube channels, they have it made. They can just pick up a phone, record, upload, and be successful for whatever they consider success. So I'm gonna edit this video right on the 14 Plus and load it directly up, and that's what you're viewing. A lot of people feel like this device isn't worth it. Well, I always say that if you think something's worth it or not, you have to buy it and experience it for yourself. You can't just go on what someone else says. And I think that's a huge problem in the tech community. Some influencers will get out there and say something's bad because of the price, and they don't even use it that long. They use it for a couple days or 2 weeks, and then they're done with it. And that's not the way you review a device, at least not in my opinion. Well, again, those are influencers, not reviewers. So I'm gonna head back home and give you an outro right now. Beautiful weather. This is drop top weather. Time to bring the beast out. Time to bring the beast out. This is for sure drop top weather. Whew. All right, guys, knocked out a second half of my workout. One more workout tonight. How do you guys work out? Like, on a side note, how do you guys take care of your body? After a while, when you get older, you gotta do certain things. There's the 23 Beast out there. If you haven't seen that video, folks, check out my car channel. Just got my 22 replaced by that 23 Sierra that was loaded up. And obviously this is my 23 Camaro. I think I'm gonna pull this out right now because I already showered. I worked out, showered, and went on another workout faster than I was going to, so now I gotta go shower again. Anyway, guys, 14 Plus. We will end, I guess, on this note here. Let me let the dog in, and then we'll go ahead and so she can get some water. All right, so we're gonna close out like this. The 14 Plus, after 3 months, has been great. I have daily driven it since I bought it when it launched, but it didn't come out till 2 months later, and I pre-ordered, so I waited that month to get it. But 3 months with this device, it's a keeper. I'm gonna keep it until the 15 Plus comes out or whatever comes out next. And that's just what it is. Sometimes when I get a device, I'm not just getting it for review, I'm getting it to actually use. And this device intrigued me all the way. When I had my 13 Pro Max, I used that device, like I said, for a year straight, and I use it to record a lot of content on the channel. And my primary device for iPhones is a 13 Pro. Remember, I bought the 14 Pro, and then I bought the 14 Pro Max. And after getting the 14 Plus, I opted, I'm gonna keep that one. And then I decided to sell both of those 14 Pros and go back to the 13 Pro because of my creation. I wanna be able to use the device as my primary line. So right now, technically I'm using 2 iPhones and an Android. Z Flip 4 and Z Fold 4 switch between that SIM card, and then I have the Pixel 7 Pro and the Pixel 7 and 6A that I swap between my primary SIM card. But right now, it's Z Flip 4, iPhone 14 Plus, and iPhone 13 Pro is how I kicked off 2023. So if you're wondering about the 14 Plus's cameras, this is a revisited video strictly shot on the 14 Plus, edited on the 14 Plus, uploaded on the 14 Plus. So Apple has struck a nerve by bringing out this device at an $899 price bars. So what we have to do is we have to dig deep and only take what I say, only take what other influencers say, only take what other creators say to a certain extent. You have to be the one to make the decision after you buy it. Now, I normally wouldn't promote a 2-week return policy, but for some devices that are so critical, like this one, you might have to. Don't go into buying the 14 Plus. Shout out to a guy named David Rice. I always end up shouting this dude out, man. He's an Apple person, and I'm not so much an Apple person, believe it or not, but I'm a fair creator, and I will definitely correct a wrong, right a wrong, if I do something out of line or whatever. If I just feel like it's fair content and fair game, I try to keep it as neutral as possible on this channel. And David was saying on my stream the other day that he's probably going to drop down from the 14 Pro Max to the 14 Plus, and you'll be doing yourself some service. I did it, so I understand why you would want to do that. The battery life on this device is crazy. It's totally worth it. And you know, $899 at the 128 gig price point, I don't agree with that. I think this should have started with a 256 gig, but we can't have it all our way. So the 14 Plus is great for vlogs, outdoors, in my opinion. And if you're indoors, you're gonna have to kick it in a really bright setting. But other than that, man, the 14 Plus has beast mode cameras, better than plenty of other cameras on the market for video and photos. So let's see how this thing works out. It's your man Jay. Do you have the 14 Plus? Do you like it? Did you get a discount when you bought it? And how do you feel about the cameras on the 14 Plus? Pretty much this is a 13 Pro Max without a lens. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one. It's time to pull this bad boy out right here. Ooh wee. Time to drop the top.